Number 16, Colin Holman. Batting sixth and playing third base.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and welcome all inside the broadcast. This is the Senior All-Star Series from Ankeny High, the beautiful backdrop for our doubleheader action today. Andrew Brown here. Thank you so very much for tuning in and making this a part of your day. Hopefully you've had a phenomenal Thursday and a great way to end such a Thursday as we continue on. And again, we are in the dead week of no really athletic events, but we do have the Senior All-Star Series to officially wrap up the 2025 season. And as always, want to say thank you for tuning in. And any thoughts, comments, more, hit us up right here on the live stream. We'd love to hear from you as we get this game rocking and rolling. This game brought to you in part by the great folks at the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse in Galena, Illinois. Make sure to check them out today. And then, again, we'll see how things shake up in the end. Last couple years, Small Schools West has been able to take the crown in winning the most games out of the slate. But we'll get to that here in just a bit after the national anthem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the start of this national anthem as we get rocking and ready to go. Again, it is 4 different teams, but it's the Large Schools West and Small Schools West battling it out here in this opener here from wonderful Ankeny High School. Great venue, great backdrop, and thanks again for tuning in. We'll take a look at the rosters for each team here as we take a look. And we'll start with the Large Schools West roster. Here is the full roster here, including Jackson Book out of ADM, Logan Hicks from Valley, Rylan Kingery from Fort Dodge, Jacob Korselman from Valley, Hayden Mowinkle, the arm extraordinaire from Carlisle, Will Nuss out of Johnston, Tate Perrin out of DCG, Royce Peterson out of Fort Dodge, followed by Grant Sorensen out of Waukee. He is destined for the Jackrabbits after his time here. And then Kirkwood commit Jack Thieler, followed by Ames' very own Charles Tucker, and Kinnick Voss. An Ankeny product is also on the roster, and Kale Walrod out of Sioux City North. And of course, now we flip on over to the Small Schools West roster. It includes Nevada's very own Jackson Burlage, Isaiah Busick out of Humboldt, followed by also Iowa Central commit Ethan Erickson. Colin Holman is ending his time here, and again out of Remsen St. Mary's. Caleb Hall is next out of Logan Magnolia, followed by Tate Loswell out of Sergeant Bluff Luton. Jacob Lester out of Ballard, in continuing on with Cole Moore out of Van Meter. Drew Owen from North Polk, the DMAC commit, followed by Tanner Rowe out of Ogden. Tate Slagle, the Mr. I baseball in 3A, kit is up, and he continues on. It'll be at short. We'll get to those lineups here in a bit. Bowen Tadlock also on the roster. Aiden Ulrich out of Algona. And the doubles all-time career leader, Trey White out of Martinsdale St. Mary's. And that's the rosters here. As we take a look at the starting lineups here as we look at the Small Schools West squad, it starts with Drew Owen, followed by Tate Slagle, Cole Moore in the number 3 hole, Ethan Erickson, who's in right field. Moore is pitching, Slagle at short, Owen and center. Ethan Erickson, number 4 in right. Colin Holman will be the first baseman, batting 5th, followed by Isaiah Busick out of Humboldt at 3rd. And Tanner Rowe is behind the plate, followed by Tate Lofswald in 8th. And Bowen Tadlock is rounding out the lineup here in the number 9 spot. But here we go. It is Drew Owen. He was in the running for Mr. I baseball and had a heck of a season here, honestly. One of those that was well deserving of such. He takes a look at ball 1 to start off his time here. Takes a look at strike 1 to start things off here. Again, Small Schools West up against Large Schools West here. We have 1 down. And that will be dialed in. Sorensen on the mound for the Large Schools West. 0-2 count here to Slagle. Shoots that one back foul. Still 0-2 the count. Again, Slagle batting .505 was the batting average champion in 3A. Again, .505 on the season. He also had 115 strikeouts on the mound as well. And unfortunately for him and Algona, they just didn't make it as far as they sure wanted to. As that one, the off speed got him swinging there, ends up called strike 3, and Sorensen picks up his first K of the day. And so here we go with a runner on. Ethan Erickson sends that one left side. That will find the gap, and it will. It will roll almost to the warning track. And in the end, we get one runner coming on home, as there will be a throw at the plate, and that will be connected, as that is out number 3. So Loswell gets the chance to get on and do some pitch running, and in the end, trying to leg out and head all the way home. He gets thrown out on a nice throw home, and that's a heck of a play, as that gets out number 3, and now we are retired to now continue on to the next half inning. Wow, what a play there. And in the end, we got Perrin, Sorensen, and Thieler to give us some fireworks on the offensive end when we come back, as we get rolling right here on the iBaseball Network.
Frank, when you think fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
I love doing it. We go to all the state events, we work at all the state events, and you know, you wear your polo and people stop and talk to you, and it's just really great to connect with kids from other schools who are on the board, and then coaches, athletic directors who will see you at the events will stop and talk to you, and it's really neat.
You feel a bit of a weight and you're a voice for all athletes in the state of Iowa, which is cool.
I think it's really cool. I remember reading the email and I'm like, oh, this would be something really cool to look for. It'd be good to talk to people that I want to get to talk to around the state. I get to see other people's opinions, kids from 5A schools, kids from small schools. I think it'll just be a really good opportunity for me. IHSAA represents so much that it's really cool that they have 2 girls on the board to bring a girl's perspective, because I think it's really important to be very diverse and get different opinions.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back as Tate Perrin from DCG gets us kicked off here as we get rocking and rolling with the bottom half of inning number 1. And the last half inning, 2 hits, no runs, and 1 runner left on bases. Now we get the chance to move on, and Perrin starts things off here. Cole Moore on the mound here for the Van Meter Bulldog, the ace Iowa commit here, already with a 1-0 count. And now delivers on home. He paints that outside corner just right. As now we move on with a 1-1 count. That one no go here. We move on to 2-1. Again, Cole Moore having a heck of a season here, and he has farewell swan song kind of a year. But man, he has been as effective as he needs to be, and it has come on the mound as well. He is 4th in 2A with 86 strikeouts. As he sends that one too far on the outer edge here, we go 3-1 with our count. So the 3-1 delivery, that one gets set high, as that will be in the shallow center field. And coming on will be Owen. He'll secure it for out number 1. Both teams start with a leadoff out to begin the game, and now pitcher-pitcher battle brings Grant Sorensen to the plate.
Second, the pitcher, number 3, Grant Sorensen.
And now the look at empty count here. Moore descends on home. It's a nice swing, but comes up empty with that one. We go 0-1. Waukee, a state tournament bound team as well this year, lost in the quarterfinals to eventual champions in Iowa City High. But a heck of a season that they have had as well, as that captures the outer corner, and it's clear that Moore is going on that outer edge here as he goes into a quick pitcher's count, 0-2 with 1 down. And now that one will get him. He'll ring him up on 3 pitches, 1, 2, and 3. Out number 2 comes on Moore's first strikeout of the ball game. And just like that, both pitchers start off with a fielding out and then a strikeout in the second batter. And now comes up the Sioux City East phenom in Jack Thieler. Was a Mr. I Baseball nomination, I should say. Moore will look down and he'll fire. That one goes way too far in, and that will be ball 1, having to dance out of danger there. Again, Thieler, leader in the Sioux City East squad in terms of overall hits, extra base hits, total bases, and overall average on the 2025 campaign. He looks at a 1-0 count, and with Moore firing home, moves to 2-0. Thieler with 58 RBIs on the season to pace all of Class 4A squads. And the 2-0 count, well, that will go inside too far in, and we quickly go 3-0. So the 3-0 mark here with 2 down. Moore looking for the punch out, and he'll find a much needed strike there for a 3-1 count. Thieler batting .460, 99 total bases, has walked 35 times. So unofficially, if he does draw a walk here, it'd be an unofficial 30, excuse me, that'd be an unofficial 36th. He has 58 hits overall on the season and shoots that one on the wrong side of the chalk line. And now we draw it full 3-2. And the Sioux City's Black Raiders with their best start to a season in over 10 years, and arguably by most accounts, one of the best seasons they've had in over 10 years, as they made the first state tournament trip in over a decade. Now that one's too far inside, as that will draw the walk. Base runner on here for the large 0-1. That one on, not quite. That one on, not quite catching that zone there. We draw it even at 2-2 with 2 down. Again, Jack Steeler is the base runner here for the Large Schools West squad. And more with the hurl. That one tried to capture again that outside edge. Could not. Draws it full at 3-2. Again, Moore with 86 strikeouts throughout the 2025 season. Again, part of a Van Meter squad that made it to state after missing in the sub-state final the last 2 years. Got the chance to get back, and unfortunately for them, didn't go the way that they wanted to. Ended up falling to Sheraton, but overall, a heck of a season here for them. And that one caught the outside edge, and he painted it perfectly. That marks it 3 down. And 1, 2, 3, 4 goes Large Schools West squad, as the second strikeout for Moore will set down Hicks. And now, after 1 runner left on base, there has not been a hit or a run. So all zeros in that column, but 1 runner left on base. And we will get the chance to head on into the second inning. And when we come back here for the Small Schools West, it will be Homan, Busick, and Rowe due up next when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Colin Homan getting things started off here. The Remsen St. Mary's product. And we go 3-0 with the count here to start things off. Appreciate you coming along. And again, enjoy this here as that one goes for a 4-pitch walk. Homan is set. And now both teams with a walk here in the first 2 innings of action. Sorensen on the mound here again. Been one of the big bright spots here on a team that had a lot of bright spots, to be honest. He had a fantastic season here in 2025, and for really good reason. Sorensen with 65 strikeouts, a 196 average against him, as Busick now up here, the Humboldt product, who, again, you talk about guys who've had fantastic seasons. That's exactly what Busick had for the Wildcats And again, a season in which a season in which Humboldt took down Algona, a really big top team in 3A twice, including once in the postseason. Also a regular season split with them in the doubleheader action. So with a runner on base here, the Humboldt product looks at a 1-1 count, and now the pitch, that one sent on a rocket out there to Nuss. And now the double play attempted. The throw is not in time, but a heck of an effort there. Gets the lead runner at second base. Will Nuss, who has been to a state tournament in all 4 years he has been a starting member of the Johnson Dragons, shows off his good arm there, and you get an out at second. Didn't complete the double play, but in the end, you grab now one out as we continue to move on here and get Rowe back up to the plate here for the first time. Swings through that one for strike one. Again, as you mentioned, Sorensen, the 86 strikeouts on the year, just 196 teams hitting against him across a CIML slate. That has to tell you quite a bit. The future Jackrabbit here committed to South Dakota State. And he gets himself in a good count, 0-2, as, again, the Ogden product right now up at the plate. And that one goes in for strike number 3. Count it, strikeout number 2 here for Sorensen as he takes down Roll. And now Tate Lofswald stepping on up here, getting his chance.
Number 19, Tate Lofswald.
Lofswald, part of a Sergeant Bluff Luton team that made it back to the state tournament first time since 2021, which they faced Lewis Central at that time. He sends that one out of play here, and that's strike one here. So 2 down. Busick stands on first. And again, Lofswald, part of the squad for Sergeant Bluff Luton that led 3A in walks across the season, all the way since the second week of the season. So part of a very patient lineup. That time, though, he sends one out of play and quickly in an 0-2 count. And the runner taken off, and that one is shot nicely out there into left field. And Busick will make his way over to third. Heck of an effort there as that gets stuff rolling here. We got now runners on the corners here with 2 down. And it's knocking on the door time for Small Schools West as Lofswald will single. And now, once again, like I mentioned, we have Busick on third and Lofswald on first. And now coming on up will be Bowen Tadlock, the winner set product. Had a stellar season himself as well. Getting the chance to represent the Huskies here in the Senior All-Star Series. So that pitch gets sent high, and that will be out of play, just out of the fence line there as we continue on now with an 0-1 count. And so far, the Small Schools West squad with 3 hits on the day so far here as we again are into the second inning of play. A check on over to first and no go there. And now the throw, that one gets hit up and away it goes, and that will be strike 2. 0-2 with the count. And runners on first and third. As we bring you back inside the field of play here. And that one shot left side, a nice diving stop by Nuss, and across the diamond throw. Didn't get him, but a heck of an effort. What a stop. And in the end, that scores Busick as there will be a 1-0 advantage here. Small Schools West draws first blood with a 1-0 lead. So still 2 down here, and now we have runners on first and second. Again, Nuss with a heck of a play there. That brings up the top of the lineup here. And Drew Owen, who grounded out his first time, takes a look at ball one on the outer edge here. Starts it off 1-0. Again, part of the North Polk squad that lost near over 70% of their offense from a year prior. And in fact, one of the other big guns here in Logan and Chase Vielen, he ended up getting injured, didn't have a whole lot of action across the 2025 season. And so this was one where there were a lot of question marks to open. And, had a little rough patch to start, but in the end became conference champions of the Raccoon River Conference and made it all the way to the sub-state final game against Carlisle. That one ripped right side, and that will be into the outfield grass. Now they're sending them on home. The throw will be there, but not in time. Loswald will cross. It's a 2-0 advantage here for Small Schools West early. And now that puts runners once again on the corner here as Owen will pick up a back-to-back RBI mark here. And now that'll bring up Tate Slagle, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So the empty count and the pitch, that one gets hit out of play, strike one. So far, Bowen Tadlock and Drew Owen back-to-back RBI singles, and it's a 2-0 advantage here for the Small Schools West squad. Sorensen on the mound, the Waukee product, and he'll send that one in there. A nice slider gets him to an 0-2 count. And he's going 0-2 against 3A's Mr. IA Baseball and Tate Slagle. And the pitch, that one tried to go right back at it there. The man behind the disc says no go as Blue brings it to a 1-2 count. Again, 1-2 with the 2 outs. It's been 2 outs, and they've scored 2 runs in that time frame. Owen taking off, but that one's right up the middle, and that will bring Badlock home. And Owen headed to third. The throw is just offline, not going to catch him. And with that, once again, they trade runners on the corners for yet again runners on the corners with a 3-0 advantage. That's back-to-back-to-back hits, 4 consecutive hits, and it has been 3 consecutive RBIs. So a 3-0 advantage here. As again, Slagle on first. Owen out of North Polk on third. Moore sends that one high. That will be left side nearing the edge, and he'll off his glove out there and left. Kingery almost had that one, but squirted away. The only good part of that is it was in the foul territory, so no runs coming on home, but it is new life for Cole Moore at the plate. So here we go once again. And we have a 1-1 count here. Again, 2 down. It's been that way for several batters up to this point. But the last 4 have received a hit. And now we go 2-1. Again, Moore committed to the University of Iowa following his time here. And so far, it's been, again, a heck of a time in the state of Iowa for him, and looking to add to that here. That one on a slow chopper out there to Voss. He'll pick and fire a quick one at that, and they'll secure out number 3, but not before 3 runs cross the plate here for the Small Schools West squad. And they end up doing that on the strength of 4 hits. They bring them in, and that gives us a 3-0 advantage here for Small Schools West. And for the large schools, their chance to answer with Corselman, Nuss, and Voss when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com.
And as sorry about the connection issue there, we get back at it with Ethan Erickson at the stolen base here. And Holman looking at a 2-2 count. And he shoots that one right side. The pickup by Voss and a little bit of a bobble, but in the end, collects himself and gets out number one, and a big one at that. As that sets him down, now brings up Busick to the plate.
Now batting the third baseman, Isaiah Busick.
Busick reached on a fielder's choice and later came around to score in his last trip up. That one, a good swing, but just cannot connect there. We go 0-1 to start things off. Again, one down with Ethan Erickson standing on second. It's been 7 hits overall here for Large Schools West in just, 2 1/3 innings worth of work. Sorensen on the mound, and that one gets fouled off. A quick 0-2 hole here for the Humboldt product. Again, part of a squad that made a deep run, made all the way to the sub-state final in their respective, sub-state final. Again, 1 win shy of a state tournament trip themselves. The 0-2 count. And now the look, that will go too far out. Try to get him to chase there. Again, Sorensen 86 strikeouts on the year. He's getting hit up a lot better than across the regular season here. Teams hit just 195 against him. And right now, he collects a strikeout there after pause, as that will be strikeout number 3 for him on the day. And he sets a quick 2 down. And now that'll bring up, once again, catcher and Tanner Rowe, who so far has struck out 0 for 1. But looking to add on to his, north of 300 average across the 2025 campaign. He has a runner on second here as that one goes ball 1. So it's a 3-0 advantage here for the Large Schools or Small Schools West. That one on a slow chopper, nice diving stop. That throw is just a bit off, as that will now get the runner as Ethan Erickson heads on over to third. And we now have runners on the corners. Once again, a great stop by Will Nuss at third that just couldn't collect on the other end, as we now have runners on first and third on the corners with 2 down.
Now running at first base, number 17, Caleb Cool.
Okay, Cool now stepping up doing the running duties.
Number 19, Tate Oswald.
So with 2 down, it is a 3-0 advantage here. Small Schools West has captured 3 runs in the second inning. Lofswald helping that cause as he singled last time up. And now runners taking off. The slow chopper out there to Hicks, and he'll have to get a heck of a throw off and doesn't get it in time. And just like that, Lofswald with his second hit drives in a run. It's now 4-0 Small Schools West. Now that brings Zach Bowen back up to the plate.
Now batting, the left fielder, Bowen Tadlock.
Bowen Tadlock, he was part of 3 straight RBI singles here in the last inning. Would love to continue that mark. First pitch as he puts that out there into no man's land out there in shallow left center. That will plate 1. The throw offline, and now runners advancing here will get to third and second. As now it's a 5-0 advantage here. Small Schools West starting to pour it on here. So Tadlock once again, 2 trips to the plate, 2 RBIs. A heck of a start here to the Senior All-Star Series for him. And once again, it is a 5-0 advantage. And we go right back to the top of the mound here for the third straight inning. Drew Owen is up 1 for 2 so far. He singled home a run back in the second and sends that one foul here for an 0-1 count. And so now 1-1 we go. And again, as always, make sure to check out our High and Tight program. Comes your way every week. And again, during the course of the regular season, once we get into state tournament time, obviously it's a different tricky situation. But we have a lot of fun there. Throughout the course of the regular season, we get Player of the Week candidates as well as Player of the Week winners. Some good things we've seen this week and some storylines. So as always, make sure to check it out and connect with us. Again, wherever you can find us across Facebook, X, or Twitter, Instagram, however you want to connect with us, we are there. That one just squirts out of the glove of Book, but in the end, he collects himself enough. But as we look on the other side of it, it's a 3-1 count with still 2 down. 2 runs have already crossed here in the top half of the third here for Small Schools West, who leads it by that 5-0 mark. The pitch, that one catches the strike zone, and Owen thought it was ball number 4 instead. It is strike number 2 and draws it full. Small Schools West squad with 9 hits already here as we are going in through 2 2/3 innings worth of work. Again, runners on second and third. And Sorensen with the pitch. That one gets it up high. That will be playable in left center field as coming in towards the left side will be Perrin as he will collect it for out number 3. But not before 4 more hits have pushed across. Now 5 total runs here in this ball game for Small Schools West, and they take that one into the bottom half of inning number 3. And when we come back, it'll be the top of the lineup. 1, 2, 3 due up next when we return. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League, but man, there's a Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insolites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insolites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insolites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insolites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, in as we get ready for the bottom of inning number 3. Tate Perrin starting things off here as he tries to get things rolling for Large Schools West, who is hitless up to this point. Perrin over 1 with a pop out his first trip and looking to again erase that mark here. The 0-1 swings through that one, could not connect on a good swing. It goes to 0-2. Perrin, part of a DCG squad that, again, unfortunately fell early on in the state playoffs. It wasn't able to get back to the state tournament in back-to-back trips here. That would have been the first time in program history. That one sent right back, just edges past the camera there to remain at 0-2. Again, Busick at third, Slagle short, Loswald second, and Homan on first. And, of course, pitching is Cole Moore on the mound, Rowe behind the plate out of Ogden. And in left field, it is, again, Tadlock, followed by Owen in center, Erickson in right. And that makes up your field here for the Small Schools West squad. The 0-2 catches him inside and catches strike number 3. That is strikeout number 4 on the day for Moore. As the Iowa commit sets down the first man he faces now to watch out for Grant Sorensen.
Number 3,
South Dakota State commit. 0 for 1 so far here in the Senior All-Star Series. And it has been primarily the Small Schools West squad as they have jumped out to this 5-0 lead early as they have struck 9 hits. That one roped, but right to Slagle as he takes a big hop, ends up snagging that one, and that's how you get 2 quick down. First pitch by Sorensen laces one, but into the glove of Slagle for out number 2.
Now batting, number 17, Jax Thieler.
Jack Thieler up. He drew a walk his last time up. Thieler looking to add on to, again, what has been sensation here on the mound. Again, again, 2 teams within the same conference in the West Central Activities Conference getting to toss together here for the first time. He's trying to make it now 3 consecutive innings of scoreless ball. Has 1 out to work with and a 3-0 count here to Jack Thieler. That one on the inner edge it goes and count it strike number 1. Now it's a 3-1 count. So the 3-1 delivery, and that one can't quite find the edge, and now we go 4 balls, and that will draw a runner onto the base pass here as a second consecutive walk here for Thieler.
Logan Hicks.
We'll now bring up Logan Hicks, who is 0 for 1 to start his time. Again, the Tigers ended up very close. In fact, just a win shy of making it to state themselves. And again, part of one of the more decorated programs in Iowa high school baseball history, especially across the 4A scene. And the empty count, the throw is swung on for strike 1. And we connect this, again, start at 0-1. Again, there have only been 4 programs, 3 of which are still currently active across the entire Iowa high school baseball landscape to go 4 consecutive. And it has been the Valley Tigers in the early 2000s to make that happen, going 4 consecutive state titles. And actually, one of the other teams to do so includes the man on the mound and the program he is pitching for. The 1-1 delivery. And now it goes to 1-2 here. Again, Van Meter and the West Des Moines Valley Tigers, both 2 teams to go 4 consecutive state titles. And trying to catch it there, but no go. We draw it even now at 2-2. Again, there are 2 runners down, but a runner on base as Jack Thieler has drawn the walk here for the second consecutive at bat. And now the 2-2 look. That will catch it. And Cole Moore is having himself a game. That is strikeout number 5. And he sets down any action there for Large Schools West. Small Schools still hold this one 9-0 in the hit column, 5-0 in the run column. And we'll be a chance to get right back after this here on the IA Baseball Network.
Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insolites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insulites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insulites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insulites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the broadcast here. Thanks again for tuning along, and again, appreciate, love it when technology works, but when it doesn't, man, it sure gives you a lot of fits here. But in the end, thanks for tuning in, and again, if we ever get disconnected here as Tate Slagle strikes out here, and again on the mound here, go ahead and take a look.
More.
As now we get Cole Moore standing on up to the plate. And he takes that one outside here for ball one. Moore as, again, going 1 for 2, singled back in the second, and didn't get the chance to score. So he would love to get that thing rolling here. Nuss very far in, right on the grass here, as that one goes and draws now 2-0. Again, a little too far outside on that toss. And Peterson doing the duties on the mound for the Dodgers as that one swung on. We got now a 2-2 count going on. Again, with one down, and that one gets set foul out of play. Here we keep it at 2-2. The Small Schools West squad have scored in 2 of the 3 innings, I should say, and 5 runs coming in those 2 innings, and that's how it's given us a 5-0 advantage after 9 hits. That one sent foul, and we continue on. And that one draws a strike. As that will now put Cole Moore down for the second time here. First strikeout of the game here, Peterson. And now we move on to Ethan Erickson who has been nothing but effective here in this game. 2 for 2, including a double and a stolen base, as well as a single back in the third. Fort Dodge man on the mound has made it the most efficient inning so far here for the Large Schools West. As that one, though, just out of the zone here for a 1-0 count. Again, 9 total hits here in this game, all 9 of them belonging to the Large Schools West squad, 2 of them belonging to this man here in Ethan Erickson, committed to Iowa Central, and Coach Astor following his time here. Again, 2 years ago was third in the all-time Heelan home run race. This year with almost got close to that 10 home run mark. In the end, he comes just shy of that, and the Heelan Crusaders just shy of a second straight state title game. This was a team that lost 7 starters from last year offensively, and near that on the defensive and pitching side of things. As that one's chopped foul here, we remain at 1-2. So it was quite the season. In fact, they were the surprise team of the 2025 season in 3A. A lot of teams deserving, but again, I don't know if too many people had the Heelan Crusaders pegged as a team to go back to state here, just due to the magnitude of what they lost from last season. The 1-2 delivery, and that's a slow roller out there to Hicks. He'll pick it up, and a nice fire across the diamond will grab him, and that's how you get out number 3. And that's the most efficient inning here that the Large Schools West squad has had. 1, 2, and 3 go the Small Schools West program. Again, 2 consecutive strikeouts from Peterson, and a 6-3 groundout has given up at the top half of inning number 4. And now we'll turn to the bottom of the inning, and it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up here for Large Schools West. It'll be Cole Moore back on the mound to go a 4th inning worth of work, and we'll give you all that when we come back right here on the IA Baseball Network.
Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insulites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insulites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or...
And as always, if you get the chance to connect with us, however you connect with us, as that one goes for a 2-0 count, but however you can connect with us, please do across social media. Also, iabaseball, the number 1 at gmail.com. Plenty of chances to connect with us and share your thoughts. I mean, truly, we are all about it. If there's something that you think is going right, something you think is not quite so right, let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Plus, all types throughout the season, including big time events. You know, big time at bats, big time games. Our player of the week or performance of the week includes the entire week, includes 1 game, 2 games, a slate of games. It doesn't matter. During the course of the regular season, we want to hear from you to highlight as many of these guys as that one has popped up, and that will be out there in right field for Ethan Erickson to camp out under for out number 1. So with that here, the bottom of the first started out with a 1 out here, and now it's Will Nuss. Drew a walk his first time up. Again, has seen nothing but kind of state tournament action. He's been a quarterback on the football team, but the Kirkwood commit has absolutely just dialed in here on the baseball diamond. He has been, again, in all, I believe all 4 years he's been there, he's been a starter. And he has started and on state tournament teams, including a title as well. So this is a guy that's very versed in the highest level of baseball that you can get to. As again, the Johnson Dragons made the state tournament. And it was an interesting season for the Dragons. They've had the most losses through the first third of the season than they have the last 10 years. So it was an interesting start for them, and one in which had doubts for this Dragon squad. But in the end, Coach Michael Barta, in his farewell season here with the Dragons, ends up right back where a lot of people thought he would at the state tournament. Unfortunately for them, they fell in a 6-0 battle to Cedar Rapids Prairie, and again ended the time here. So as that one goes for 3-0, you think about it here. The 3A 4A state tournament housed two coaches ending their careers in coaching, and not so much quite for Michael Barta. He'll still be in the game here, but both of the respective coaches in Heelan's Andy Osborne and, of course, Michael Barta ending their times with their current schools anyway. So the 3-1 delivery here. Cole Moore once again on the mound. The Van Meter product dials one down, but too far out of the zone. That draws a walk and puts a runner onto the base paths here with one down. Again, Large Schools West looking for their first hit of the ball game. It has been pretty good pitching here. You know, as we early start to track who the player of the game might be, it could very well be Cole Moore on the mound. Ethan Erickson has had some good plates, good time with the bat here, but Cole Moore has helped and stymied this Large Schools West squad here. He starts off 0-1 here to Kinnick Boss. And Boss, the Ankeny product, 0 for 1 so far. That one gets sent out to play. Oh, and 2 now the count here. Again, the infield structure the same here. Holman Busick on the corners here at first and third. Schlegel and Loswald up the middle here defensively for the Small Schools West. And now Nuss taking off. There will be no throw from Rowe behind the plate, as that will put the runner on to second base here for the Large Schools West squad with one down. And a 1-0-2 count to the Ankeny High product in Kinnick Voss. And now the look and the fire. That one goes up and in, and he tried to challenge him. And in the end, that's strikeout number 6 on the day here for the Iowa commit here in Cole Moore. Has delivered an outstanding performance here.
Number 9, Cale Walrod.
And this has really been a fun performance to watch here. Cal Walrod, up at the plate. He is empty now with a walk back in the second inning of play. But he's looking at a chance here. Again, 2 down, but there's a chance. He swings through that one for 0-1. Sioux City North here. Again, a program that has been known for their pitching. And again, they have had that the last couple of years. Aiden Shunk being the most recent big-time hurler. Walrod, in his own right, has had a good season, both on the mound and at the plate. He swings through that one, too, for an 0-2 count. So as we go 0-2, the swing, and he's got him, and look at that, strikeout number 7 here for Cole Moore. He has been dialed in, and he has not allowed a single run, let alone a single hit in this ball game. It is a 5-0 advantage here after 4 for Small Schools West, as they hold that one with all 9 hits belonging here to the Small Schools squad. And we get the chance now to go around as both teams go 1, 2, and 3 in the 4th. We get the chance for the 5th. It is now 5, 6, and 7 to up for Small Schools West when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network.
Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insulites.
Frank, when you think fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Colin Holman starts things off as he shoots one right side. And the first pitch he sees, he sends to Jack Steeler. And Holman will be set down here for the second time today. Another put out there. Brings up Isaiah Busick, backs up to the plate here. Third time he's been up, he has reached on a fielder's choice and struck out in 2 trips. And takes strike 1 there. An 0-1 start here to this one. Again, all 9 hits have come from the Small Schools West squad as they have been dominant here through 4 innings. That one sent foul out of play. Again, Busick and the Humboldt Wildcats with a big upset, or maybe not to some people, in the sub-state semifinal round. Took down Algona here. Again, double-digit runs here for Humboldt as they made their way to the sub-state final. And that one gets set high. That one's going deep into center field. Owen will have to pedal back, but he'll end up capturing that for the out. Again, Perrin, is the center fielder, and he had to head back, and more. Not quite the warning track, but a good hit nonetheless. It is down as a fly out to center, and 2 quick out. We'll now bring up Ulrich to the plate. His first time getting things rolling here. Aiden Ulrich, a big part of this Algona squad that came into the season as the only team in the state to have 3 guys with 50 or more innings pitched under their belt. And again, it was looking to be part of a big 3-headed monster here. And ultimately, a good season out of Ulrich as he looks at ball 1 here. And he has 2 down. Again, as the timeline goes, it was 3 runs in the second, 2 in the third. That has been all the runs, and it has all come from the Small Schools West squad. That one on a chopper out there to Hicks. He'll pick in a good hearty throw across the diamond will get the out. And so just like that,
at the end of 4.5.
1, 2, and 3, and 4.5 is gone here, and it is still that 5-0 advantage. We'll be back right after this.
Frank, when you think fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sun-kissed orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
Moving from pitcher to third.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here as we get you down. A little adjustment needed to the camera there, but another camera angle here for you as we get rocking and rolling here. And so we got Tanner Clean out of Sergeant Bluff Luton getting the chance to get onto the mound here as Cole Moore will shift over to third. And then out of Logan Magnolia, Caleb Cool doing the duties at first base. And Jackson Burlage is in right field. And then Trey White is doing the duties at second base. As we get rolling here, Rylan Kingery with his second chance here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And takes a look at an 0-2 count.
And in right field, Jackson Burlage.
And again, so Tate Lofswald, part of a big squad here for Sergeant Bluff Luton, top 5 in strikeouts across the 3A scene here in 2025. Again, the Warriors making the state tournament here. And it was a really fun atmosphere for the state tournament as that one goes for a strikeout here. And again, a heck of a battle here to start things off right out of the gates on our social media pages. And that includes Instagram, Twitter, or X, however you want to call that there, Facebook as well. We do have up now on IA Sports right here. If you want to take a step back and go back and take a look at it, we do have our all-state teams revealed. Also, our all-underclassmen teams. So make sure to check out the all-underclassmen list. And then, of course, Mr. IA Baseball. And, of course, we have other things like the Iowa High School baseball version of Cy Young and Silver Slugger, Home Run King, Batting Average Leader, and beyond. So we've expanded the awards list here just a bit as Tate Perrin sends that one into center field. And Drew Owen will capture that one just a couple steps to his left for out number 2. And now, as Perrin is set down, Peterson stepping on up here for Sorensen. Peterson, over 300 hitter on the season here for the Dodgers. And again, the season that they have had, swings through that one here as strike 1. So 2 down, nobody on so far. Again, Tanner Clean for the Sergeant Bluff Luton Warriors onto the mound and doing trying to do some damage here. So the 0-2 delivery and now the pitch. That one gets a shot out to the right side. Nice pickup. And that will be a race to the bag in which it will go to the Small Schools West favor there as they take the advantage here for another 1-2-3 inning as the 3 unassisted mark will now take us into the 6th. It has been everything and all here for the Small Schools West squad. 9 hits, 5 runs, and it has been all them as we now head into the 6th inning of play. And for Small Schools West, it'll be 8-9-1 due up when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network. But before we go even further then, do want to make sure to send your attention here and check out what we've got going across all the IA brands that include not just baseball, but coming on up here, IA football will be starting off their season and getting rolling. Check out all the previews and all the great lists and, of course, all the rankings and more. Make sure to check that out across the IA Sports brand. You can catch a lot of the videos across the season right here on the IA Sports YouTube page. But of course, also want to mention that again, we want to give a shout out to all the umpires out there for making this great game possible. We have 4 great umpires here to make this game, make this series as spectacular as it can be for all of these players. Again, in their swan song farewell, as that one is sent out and nearly caught out there in left field. Kingery almost with a snag, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it's another double here for White. He is a doubles machine, and that puts across the 10th hit of the ball game for Small Schools West. As he lands onto second base here, and now Bowen Tadlock back up to the plate.
Number 23, Bowen Tadlock.
So far, he has been just as effective as anybody in this lineup here. Number 9 hole man with 2 singles and 2 runs driven in. So right now he looks at a runner on second base, and the pitch, that one sails just a bit high. As we start the at-bat 1-0 with nobody out, runner on second, Trey White out of Martinsdale St. Mary's with a double to lead things off. And the pitch, and that one's sent out of play here to even it up. Again, 10 hits, all have come here for the Small Schools West squad here as we get rocking in the top half of inning number 6. Again, Tadlock representing the Raccoon River Conference, one of several individuals representing the Raccoon River Conference here. The same conference that has graced the state tournament here for the last 9 consecutive seasons. It has been quite the run, and I believe the longest active such streak in all of Iowa high school baseball at the moment. Again, Carlisle being the representative for the Raccoon River Conference. That one going in for a 3-1 count. In the Raccoon River Conference, 9 consecutive state tournament appearances. And Carlisle being a representative of that here. That one on a slow roller out there to Hicks. He'll get it up and needs a fire, and he does so. Gets the throw off. Meanwhile, a runner does advance over to third, so some action and just one down. But a heck of a play here by Hicks to set down Tadlock for the first time. In fact, there hasn't been a ball hit to Hicks that he hasn't recorded an out with. So there's been quite a lot of defensive action here for the senior out of West Des Moines Valley. But right now, it's the senior out of North Polk in Drew Owen, a Mr. I baseball finalist here. So far, 1 for 3. Drew an RBI single back in inning number 2. He right now stands at a 1-0 count to pitch. And he'll swing through that one and comes up empty here. Now we draw it even at 1-1. That one in the dirt wisely lays off here. And as we advance to 2-1, want to make sure to ask you to, hey, check out more great stuff across rockfin.com/IA Baseball. Plenty of great lists and other things that you can catch up that only there. Some that are only on that page, so make sure to go ahead there and also help support what we do across the not just high school stage, but wrestling and beyond. Great chance to check out there. That one is hit high right side. That was going into right field, but coming on up will be Perrin. He'll collect that, but in the meantime, it is just deep enough to collect White and head on home. And just like that, Small Schools West will now up their game to a 6-0 advantage. So a very productive out here for Owen, who draws his second RBI of the game.
Number 9, Tate Slagle.
And now Tate Slagle stepping on up. He is 1 for 3. A RBI single back in the second. He has a bases empty situation. And he takes a look at strike 1 on the outer edge. Slagle, also an Iowa commit. Part of a very big class here for Coach Rick Keller and the Hawkeyes. And Slagle is the 2025 winner of the Mr. IA baseball run. And he swings through that one on 3 pitches, and that marks it out number 3. Slagle goes down, but not before one more run crosses the plate. And as the second strikeout here for Peterson, now gives us the chance to move on to the bottom half of inning number 6. 3, 4, and 5 due up when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network.
Frank, when you think fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, inside the broadcast. Andrew Brown here, helping you out with what is a fantastic day here for baseball, and love the fact that we get the chance to do this with you, and as always, appreciate everything and, of course, more. And as always, plenty of different ways to connect with us. That includes iabaseball1@gmail.com. It also includes on Facebook. You can go ahead and check us right there. Of course, we're also on Instagram and, of course, YouTube and wherever, really, basically, you can find us. That does include Instagram as well, as we get Jack Steeler stepping on up here, and he gets the chance to rock and roll. Again, make sure to stick around here for the next game here. We'll make sure that everything is, running properly, and we'll get the chance. We'll have our scoreboard ticker and more coming on up. Thielen will take a look at ball number 2 here. The timeline so far, it was a scoreless first, but beyond that, 3 in the second, 2 in the third here for Small Schools West. They added one more recently here in the top half of this 6th inning, and they have given us a 6-0 advantage. They have all 10 of the hits here in this game. As Large Schools West still searching. They've had runners onto the base pass, but they have not been able to record that elusive hit. Right now, 3-1 to the count for Thielen. And Thielen really hasn't had much to work with in this game. He draws his 3rd walk of the ball game. And just like that here, for the first time in this ball game, Large Schools West with a leadoff base runner.
Number 5, Logan Hicks.
And Logan Hicks stepping on up, looking to make up for the 0-2 start so far. And we will most likely have a new guy up, a new batter on deck, the Ames High product, Charles Tucker. Again, it was Sergeant Bluff Luton as that one's chopped out there. Moore to second, and the fire to first, and he connects on the double play. What a shot! Around the diamond it goes. Oh, the leadoff base runner is thwarted here as Hicks grounds out to a double play, and that sets 2 down. As that one's sent back here, and strike 1 to start things off with 2 down. And plenty of ways to catch us however you can. That includes iabaseball1@gmail.com. Also on Instagram as well, as that's set high here for a 1-1 count. Also on TikTok as well. For all you TikTokers out there, follow us and connect with us there. Of course, as always, like I mentioned, we are on Instagram. As that one is sent high, and that's a major league pop-up, but that is out of play. And living to fight at least one more pitch here goes the Ames High product. So a 1-2 count here with 2 down. Clean with the throw. That one too far in the dirt. We even it up 2 apiece. That one sent high, and that one just breaches the outfield grass. Slagle will capture it for yet the second consecutive 1-2-3 inning here, as the pop-up will now draw a conclusion here to the 6th inning. It's still a 6-0 ball game here. It's all Large Schools West up to this point, and they're going to try and tack on some more as we get rocking and rolling here. And we'll get more coming on up after this right here on the IA Baseball Network.
Frank, when you think fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Charles Tucker to get back into the game, into the field for the first time. He stands at second. Meanwhile, Will Nuss once again at third base. Kennick Voss has moved on over into the shortstop position, and Jack Steeler stays at first. And Jackson Book right once again behind the dish. That one by Cole Moore gets sent out of play. And that'll be strike one as we get rocking and rolling with his fourth at-bat of the game. He singled back in the first, has grounded out, struck out in the two trips since. And takes a look now and draws it even 1-1. Again, the game line has been like this so far. 5 innings across the second and third here for Small Schools West. And then 3 innings later in the top half of the sixth. That's where we get one more here, and that's a 6-0 advantage for the Small Schools West squad, which it's been pretty much them up to this point. It has been a heck of a game, but it has been, again, large part due to the man on the mound right now, Cole Moore, as he went out 7 strikeouts. He did not allow a hit, did not allow a run, and he was a big part of this game here so far. I mean, plenty of other great performances, including Bowen Tadlock, 2 for 3 with 2 runs driven in. Ethan Erickson also went 2 for 3 with a double and a single and stolen base. So the full count delivery now sets high. That'll be going right field. Walrod will get there, and he'll drop that one, as that will be safe. And we get now Cole Moore standing on second here, as the miscue will put more runners onto the base pass here, as Jackson Burlage gets his first trip up to the plate.
Now batting number 23, Jackson Burlage.
So Cole Moore with his second trip onto the base pass here, standing on second. Still nobody down. Jackson Burlage, who is, again, in the triple digits all-time career hits for the Nevada Cubs. Only 3 other individuals have said that they could do that. And, of course, he gets the chance now. He's had a phenomenal season. That one's sent back here for strike one. But, again, he is on the list for all-time career hits leaders as a Nevada Cub. And now we go and even it up things at 1-1. Again, Jackson Burlage is, again, part of a big, a heck of a season here. Again, Nevada is making a big comeback. Got to give a shout out to Coach Glenn, as that one is popped up into not quite the outfield grass, as the first out of the game will be captured there. And I should say I should correct myself. Anthony Eaton picked up his 100th career hit this season. Again, one of just 4 individuals now with over 100 hits for the Nevada Cubs. Jackson Burlage, though, having a heck of a season, although he pops out there for out number 1. And now coming on in here for, instead of Holman, will be Caleb Kuhl out of Logan Magnolia, getting the chance here as his first trip. Logan Magnolia state tournament trip team themselves. Peterson with the hurl, but that one goes in the dirt here. We now go from a 1-0 count to make it 2-0. So Moore standing on second, just 1 down here, and now the pitch. That one outside, 3-0 goes the count. And Logan Magnolia baseball having a heck of a season here in 2025. That one, slow chopper to Charles, and that will get right underneath the glove. That'll make it Moore headed on home without a throw. And just like that, it is now the 7th run of the ball game here for Small Schools West as they take quite the advantage there. And now we have a runner on first with a 7-0 lead. Still 10 hits overall here for Small Schools West as Tanner Clean gets his first trip to the plate. And that one is sent right side, and that'll find the outfield grass. The throw in from right, and Walrod with a heck of a play there. Almost didn't know if that was intentional, but he ended up with a good fire to second, gets the lead runner, and despite the hit, there is 2 outs as they get the lead runner at second. So fielder's choice effectively continues this game with now Tanner Clean standing on first, and Ulrichs out of Algona getting his second chance up. He grounded out his first trip. Pearson with the toss. That one gets a little bit away from Book, but nice job to regain that. And in the end, we get a 1-0 count with 2 down. Still double digits on the hit column here for the Small Schools West. They are pitching a shutout here. As that one sails a bit high, we go 2-0. And that one is hit left side. That one's high. And that will be Kingery to track it and find his way for out number 3. But not before one more run crossing the board. It's a 7-0 advantage. And it is time, do or die time here for Large Schools West. They have to make up quite a bit of ground here. But we'll see if they can do that when we come back right after this here on the IA Baseball Network.
Frank, when you think fairway, you think fresh.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with all by slipping this on to your bat. That's it. And hey, look at that. You got sprinkles, you got everything. It's the whole package. And by the way, they come in pink as well. They come in 9 and 16 ounce versions. So go ahead and check that out as soon as you get the chance. A great way to help boost your swing and boost the confidence of your swing as well. So again, if you get the chance, hey, check out the Batting Donut and check them out at the Batting Donut online or hit them up at sweetenyourswing.com. And while you're there, let them know that IA Baseball sent you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here as we get rocking. It is Will Nuss in the bottom half of inning number 7 as we get the chance to try and see if we get a comeback here. That one sent high and into center field, and it will be captured out there in center as Clean will move from pitcher's mound to center field, and in exchange, Drew Owen coming on in. 53 strikeouts for him on the mound this season. Again, part of an overall dynamic senior year for him. He gets out number 1 and a quick one at that. And now Large Schools West with Kinnick Voss down to their final 2 outs here in this one. Voss 0 for 2. And that one slow roller. Nice job by Owen as he will take care of it himself. Heck of a play there as the 1-3 put out will now bring up the number 8 hole man in Walrod, who had a huge play in the outfield this last half inning. But he's now tasked with keeping this game alive. They have been out hit 10-0. They have been out run 7-0. And that one not quite in there as we go with a 1-0 count. Again, up next is in the doubleheader here will be Small Schools East and Large Schools East. We'll have a separate broadcast there for you. You'll be able to catch up that and a whole lot more. We'll have a lot of fun and a lot of good conversation along the way. The pitch from Owen sails outside, and we go from 2-0 to a 3-0 count. Walrod looking for his second trip onto the base pass. He walked back in the second inning. And now takes the 3-0, and he takes it outside. A 4-pitch walk will now put him onto the bases. Again, they're looking for their first official hit here in this game. It has been great pitching here from Small Schools West, as this Large Schools team unable to capture a hit, and as such, unable to capture a run so far. But there's still plenty. There's still a chance with 2 down and something to work with here. And that one going too low. And Kingery looking to try and add on. So far, he is hitless, but looking to poke across his first here and keep this game rolling. Owen with a nice throw out there to first. Almost got him there. In the end, we keep it right there and keep it at a 1-0 count. So the 1-0 delivery, and that one nicely done, catches the outer corner to bring it even. Again, Owen, part of a North Polk squad that made it once again back-to-back conference champions, and of course, champions of the Raccoon River Conference. When there was a lot of question marks as that one goes in for strike 2. A lot of question marks as to where the North Polk squad would be, but in the end, one win shy of a state tournament berth. Heck of a season here for the Comets. The 1-2 delivery, and that one goes too far, and that will allow for that gets us to move into 2-2 with 2 down. Meanwhile, runner has moved on over to second. As Walrod in scoring position here. Just 5 chances so far in this game that the Large Schools West has had a runner in scoring position. Owen looking to seal the deal here. The 2-2, and couldn't paint the corner. We draw it full. Again, 3 runs in the second, 2 in the third, 1 apiece in the 6th and 7th. That's given us the 7-0 advantage. Meanwhile, Large Schools West without a run so far. And that one captures the outer edge and does it, folks. Drew Owen with a strikeout to get this one. And a heck of a ball game. It is a 7-0 advantage here. Small Schools West. They come out rolling here as they take the win on shutout fashion. Player of the game here has to go to none other than Cole Moore for going 7 strikeouts here through 4+ innings, and ends up taking the win here in this one. And that's how we start things off. It is the Small Schools West 7, Large Schools West nothing. And we will have a whole new broadcast coming on up here in just a little bit between the East squads when we return and all is said and done. But a brand new broadcast coming your way. After this, we'll get some more thoughts here for you on the other side of the break, and then we'll get a brand new broadcast right here on the IA Baseball Network.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League, but man, there's a whole lot of good that I want to talk to you about outside of what's happening on the fields, and that includes the batting donut. That's right here, the batting donut. I would urge anybody to check out. It is a really cool way to help improve your confidence and boost your energy, boost your endurance, all by slipping this onto your bat. That's it. And hey, look at that. You got sprinkles, you got everything. It's the whole package. And by the way, they come in pink as well. They come in 9 and 16 ounce versions. So go ahead and check that out as soon as you get the chance. A great way to help boost your swing and boost the confidence of your swing as well. So again, if you get the chance, hey, check out the Batting Donut and check them out at the Batting Donut online, or hit them up at sweetenyourswing.com. And while you're there, let them know that iBaseball sent you.
I love doing it. We go to all the state events, we work at all the state events, and you wear your polo and people stop and talk to you, and it's just really great to connect with kids from other schools who are on the board, and then coaches, athletic directors who will see you at the events will stop and talk to you, and it's really neat.
You feel a bit of a weight and you're a voice for all athletes in the state of Iowa, which is cool.
I think it's really cool. I remember reading the email and I'm like, oh, this would be something really cool to look for. It'd be good to talk to people that I want to get to talk to around the state. I get to see other people's opinions, kids from 5A schools, kids from small schools. I think it'll just be a really good opportunity for me. IHSAA represents so much that it's really cool that they have 2 girls on the board to bring a girl's perspective, because I think it's really important to be very diverse and get different opinions.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back, and it's time for us to give you that inning-by-inning score as we take a look once again at what's going on. Small Schools West, they capture all seven runs in this game, and should say that there were no runs here for the Large Schools West, as we'll edit that here quickly. But again, all 10 hits and all 7 runs belonging to the Small Schools West. 3 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 apiece in the 6th and 7th have given us what we have in the score here. And the player of the game is Cole Moore out of Animeter. The Iowa commit is absolutely rolling. 7 strikeouts through 4 2/3. He manages to capture the win here in this one. Shuts him down, and an absolute stellar outing here from, again, the Moore lineage. It's absolutely on fire. But as for this, want to say thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. A brand new broadcast that I'm sure will make sure that we don't have any more interruptions. We really appreciate you sticking by. But again, appreciate you coming along. Make sure to check out tomorrow. We'll be back here as well. So beyond this game here, we'll be back again 10 a.m. tomorrow, first pitch. And so we'll get a lot of great action there as well. So check us out and have a lot of fun with us. But again, thanks for tuning in. And again, with some of the connection issues, that's why we've been having a little bit of a struggle. But we got a brand new box here just brought in, so we got a lot more. We got some better coverage coming your way here, so don't worry about that. We got more, and we got a whole lot of fun in game number 2. The East squads battling it out. When we come back, a brand new stream after this. Thanks again for tuning in, and stay tuned.